I'm showing you a hidden corner of the farm today. We're all the way at the end of the east field here at Willow Haven Farm, and I want to show you the peppers and the tomatoes. Let's take a look. Our peppers here are green and turning yellow, so you can see that we're starting to get some color in our pepper patch. Lots of rows of peppers. And you can see, I'm going to show you this on the peppers and the tomatoes. You can see that as we're picking, we're discovering disease. And this is a type of a blossom end rot. And in the peppers and the tomatoes, it's caused by not getting enough water. So we've talked about in the past few weeks, we've talked about the fact that we really need the rain. We have irrigation lines underneath the black plastic here in these rows. And so they do get watered on a rotation. All of our crops do, but it's just not enough to keep up with the demands of growing things. And so because we're organic, we're not spraying extra things for the tomatoes and the peppers. So what we do is we overplant. We plant thousands and thousands of peppers and tomatoes so that we can deal with throwing a lot away that are damaged and by not getting the nutrition that they need when they're underwater. They can't take the calcium out of the ground and into the plant. So we find that in the tomatoes too. I'll show you the blossom end rot there. When we get plenty of rain, we have other diseases like blight that we're dealing with. So because we can't have perfect conditions for every disease that we deal with on an organic farm, we just plant more and more so that during the peak season we have plenty for all of our members. And this is peak season, so we have extra for people who are canning. And you'll get an email about that, but just here, if you want to know, if you want to get your hands on paste tomatoes or other tomatoes for canning or making sauce, tomorrow at the farm you can pick up half bushel boxes, and we're open from 10 to 1 tomorrow at Willow Haven Farm. Now I'm going to take a walk through this line of tomatoes so that you get a sense of how long these rows are and what's going on. Well, you'll see a bunch of different varieties. This is the furthest border of the eastern side of the farm. This is a tree row here that separates us from our neighbor's land. There's pasture down there across the creek and all the way up to the road, the tree line there. And this is an interesting row of tomatoes. So you can see here that we have ripening tomatoes. They're green, and as they're ripening, they have these purple tops. There's about 3 different varieties of purplish tomatoes that we've planted in this row. And there's a mix of different ones. So you can see the different stages here. Purple tops, green bottoms, and then as they ripen, here we have a grasshopper here sitting on this one. They're turning, the green is ripening and turning orange, and you've got that blush of purple, gets darker. So that's not rot, that's the color of the tomato. Often heirloom tomatoes have different colors than just the plain red that you're used to from the store. So we're walking here on this side, we have the plum tomatoes. This is kind of a Roma variety. Some people that's the only variety that they will can for or make tomato sauce. These purple tomatoes here are ripening really nice. They're really pretty. See that one. That's looking really good there. No blossom end rot. This one here has a funny shape. It has some scabbing here, but there's nothing really wrong with it. It's just the way it grew, and it's definitely a usable, delicious tomato. I'm going to take that in for lunch. You can see we're about halfway through the field here. We're coming towards the our market area. That's the middle of the farm. We have more of your big round red tomatoes in this row. And I get a space here to walk through. You'll see that we've been picking quite a bit already this morning. So we've got these orange tomatoes that are looking really nice. Those are usually lower in acid, so that's something that my mom prefers. You can see here again, we've got our bell peppers. They're turning from light green to more of a dark yellow. And we've got a brand new worker on the farm. I don't know if I'll be able to spot him again, but here's Farmer Ruben. Farmer Ruben, you want to say hi?
Hello.
Yep, he's out here picking. It's a nice overcast day, so we're getting a break from this burning heat, right?
Yeah, it's a little nicer to work when it's overcast.
Yep. So, David, are you anywhere here nearby?
Getting more bins.
Oh, he's getting more bins. So as we fill these bins, we are sending the new guy to go get new ones. He's learning how to pick tomatoes, which is something that we do quite often, a daily job in August. So here we are coming to the end of this row. That's a 300-foot row, folks, of tomatoes. And here, I'll show you. This is blossom end rot. So, looks like a beautiful tomato here. You turn it over, and this is the blossom end, where you had the flower, and then the fruit grows, and it just doesn't have enough calcium, and so it causes that that mold to grow because there's not enough calcium. But like I said, we have plenty of tomatoes for everyone. And here you'll see a spotted lanternfly just hanging out here. People often ask us if we get damage from them. Not too much that we've noticed. They tend to bother the fruit growers a lot more. And I think that we've got some good predators here on the farm that are helping take care of them. They're kind of part of the natural flora and fauna of our farm now, and they're not doing much damage. And so we're not having major problems with them, but we do see them and we kill them as often as we can. So that's the story here at Willow Haven Farm. Tomatoes are in peak season. If you're canning, you can come get them tomorrow, 10 to 1. You'll be getting an email from me if you're on our list. If you're not on our list, go to willowhavenfarmpa.com and sign up for farm news, or become a member and get all of these wonderful tomatoes and peppers delivered in a customized box for you. Find out more on our website. Subscribe here to YouTube, our channel, if you want to just keep up with the stories and how we're doing and what's happening on the farm. I'll talk to you again later. Bye.